It's taken about 1 day, maybe 2, but Steve has grown tired of the mundane life, of his premature retirement after defeating the Dust King. He has spent time sprucing up his place, adding bits of furniture, really for his own comfort and ability to store things, which is kind of a big problem for a naked person like Steve. But it all feels so meaningless. This is not why Steve began adventuring. We're going to be heading down to a pretty nasty location, a foul location of extreme discomfort, one might say. Because Steve wants to go Mato hunting. We might as well take out the exiles. Steve has heard tell of warriors without ranged weapons who are Sheks, that the Shek complain about. And that sounds like a good time to Steve. Steve's least favorite part about combat is getting shot by dudes with bows. So there's nothing he can do about it. But Shek do not believe in ranged combat, much like Steve. That's probably the best part of living with the Shek. People who share like a similar ideology to him. I will say Steve's getting a little bit owned. Though he is doing a little bit of owning in turn. They just keep hitting him in the chest. It's extremely not great. Nice baseball swing. Holy dude. And another one. But he got hit with the chest blow. Just one more good one. He'll be going down. He should probably step back so that they don't like camp his body. He's probably gonna go down. Might as well get a little bit of first aiding as well. Steve's willing to fight them until he drops, but he wants to stand up. That's one difference he has with the Shek. Honestly, the Shek ideology is a little bit retarded on that front. It's like, you may never lose in combat or you die. Steve's pretty much only lost in combat so far. But because of that, because of the 1,000 losses, he's gotten some victory as well. Who are they attacking? Oh, they're just glitching out. That is pretty insane. Alright. This is going to be a slightly tougher nut to crack than Steve initially anticipated. What is this person doing? Going to bed? Wait, can they afford beds? I mean, I want to go to bed. I'm going to rent out a bed in this way station. It does cost 200 cats, which is kind of a lot, but dude, that's so rude, Spade. Oh my god, there's fighting. That's hilarious. Steve's gonna take a little power nappy. Become strong once again. Take another crack at the Shek. I'm kind of shocked. We have 47 attack and 41 defense. I guess our toughness just isn't high enough to like infinitely fight these dudes, or maybe I need to do like more microing. It's waking time. Steve marches once again into combat. Alright, Torb the Fierce. You might have bested me once, but that was then and this is now. Where is she? Where is she? Excuse me? Oh, they already like triggered their conversation where they attack on site. Okay, I'll just begin the combat myself then. There we go. We'll go like around the corner. That's not a good start, Steve. It's a very terrible start. These guys have Oh, I guess Torb the Fearless does have 54 attack. I was gonna say the Band of Bones dudes don't have that much attack, but it's her attacks that are slipping through. What are their attacks? 35? It's not great, but not terrible. It's like twice as much as a Dust Bandit, kind of. Dude, how'd that only hit that one dude? What the hell? Something's going weird with the AoE on these guys. Dude, Steve is getting clusterfucked. You retreat. Retreat back to the way station a little bit. Just need to bandy up. Fuck these bands of bones, people up. Nice. Oh, the Ross counter. Yes, 4 Band of Bone members. Now that is manageable. Manageable numbers. Though Steve is getting a little bit owned. He's really letting too many of those blows through. Now he's down. Tragically. Oh well. Again, we'll heal. And take another crack at it. Is Steve even getting levels? That's not good. It's not a good showing so far. I mean, I think we've gotten like 2 levels of defense, to be honest. And maybe a little bit of toughness XP, but that's about it. If we really want to increase our attack beyond 47, we're going to need to start fighting people with higher attack. Which, there's not that many people that are safe to fight with higher attack. Usually that means like late game people who will enslave you or otherwise fuck you up, you know? Then again, I don't think it really matters if people enslave Steve. Like, yeah, it would suck, kind of, but Steve is naked. They can't take his armor from him. There's nothing for them to take except for his plank. And I assume they wouldn't take the plank. I mean, if they did, Steve would have to practice some martial arts instead, I suppose, for a little bit. It might actually genuinely be worth going to Stobes Campbell and fighting Reavers, maybe? Of course, that is a later plan. I do want to execute on the Meito hunting. I think we're spending too much time fucking with Tora right now. So we're gonna fight a little bit more tactically, I think. This third and final time. Gonna make use of the Shinobi Finger Whistle of kiting dudes. They're really resistant to the Shinobi Finger Whistle, I will say. They haven't healed nearly as much as I have, and that is fine. I mean, to be honest, I was gonna say I've inflicted more injuries on them than me, but no, we were going to negative chest HP, it's just the bed difference. Come on, Steve. Nice, cross counter. Nicely done. Okay, we've hit their like leash distance. Oh, okay. I mismicroed that slightly. Steve, what the fuck? There we go. Now get a little bit of bandying so your stomach doesn't degrade. Nice, group smack. Gets a little bit of bandying. Love a baseball swing. Steve, what the fuck? Block that shit properly, Steve. No! God, you're getting so fucked up, Steve. This leg injury is going to really hinder his ability to kite. Unless he just does the Giga Smack. I love it when the blow is like so strong that causes the dude to just like languish for a moment. Dude, I can't believe we lost again. I was kind of going out of my way to be very kitey. Oh, they're not even that fucked. Alright, Steve. Make your way back to the way station. We're going for another one. We have increased 2 levels of defense and 1 level of attack. We're closing into 83 toughness as well. But holy... Steve ain't no quitter. We're gonna beat these people. Even if it takes the whole episode, we're beating Torb the Fearless. This is BS. Steve is furious. He's never encountered a challenge so hard in his entire life. Sure, he's had more tedious things, like, for example, lifting iron plates up and down Squin for like 24 hours straight. But such humiliation. Getting dogpiled by 7 bajillion Shek at once. Isn't even learning much. Most of them are inferior warriors. They're just so tanky and persistent. Oh my god. Steve, what the fuck was that? Let's keep bandaged up. Nice. Nice, insane block skills. 3 smackerinas right there. Very cool. Good blocking. Good retaliation. Dude, this baseball swing is gonna go crazy with it. Honestly, I thought it hit 2 more of them. Guess not. Not this time. Oof, good cross-counter baseball swing. And a smackerino. I do think one... Dude, they actually own the shit on me. I do think one problem with the Fragment Axe that I'm discovering is that because the damage is like 100% blunt, it doesn't really have the stopping power to get these guys dead. Maybe we could go into town and purchase a plank for that falling sun. Like, don't get me wrong, smacking dudes more is more good. But we're not even getting that much strength XP because we can actually lift the weapon. The area effect doesn't seem to be mattering that much. The Falling Sun's definitely better stat-wise, but it's a little bit short. Alright, let's go to Squin real quick. We can store this plank, or this weapon, this Fragment Axe for later. Though I think we're gonna be like branching to better weapons over time. So I think we're gonna turn this in, acquire a plank of equivalent weight. It will have twice as much damage. And that will be great. I would maybe like to trade out my medium backpack for a large backpack as well. So I can store a wider variety of weapons and shit within it. So what does this bag have? Okay, it's got a bunch of crap. Big Steve will sell. And we get the large backpack. We can store the extra first aid kits in there. I might as well store one more. Why not? Extra ration pack. Extra splint kit. There we go. Because the thought occurred to me. It would be nice to pick up a polearm or something for training purposes at some point. Because I don't think... The heavy weapon, unfortunately, is saddled with a slower attack pattern. So I feel like if I did want to super train, it'd be using a polearm. Dude, this Falling Sun actually Weighs the same. I think it'd be usable. Would I prefer a plank over it? Is there a plank that's slightly better? There's one that's like slightly outside of my like lifting range. I think I want the Falling Sun. There we go. These exiles aren't gonna know what will hit them. It's pretty much like 0.8 more damage. And it's all the good type of damage, the type of damage that causes degrading injuries. Steve is not just being of pure strength, he's also being of dexterity, somehow. So this will be a much better fit weapon-wise. Wait, they all want to talk? Alright, come over here. Big Steve knew just how to rile that guy up. Call him a peasant. A non-fighter. Oh, the 4-hit Marty. Steve's getting a little bit effed. But he is doing like twice as much damage now. Which is very great. Yeah, 50 per. It looks like he's still got plenty of range, to be honest. This might be fine. After all. Big Steve's getting a little bit turbo effed, I will say. Okay, he's become the effer instead. Holy dude. The baseball vengeance. He's knocking him out of the park, you guys. And he's down. Still, that was very glorious for a brief window. And 2 of them did go down. Torb the Fearless is almost down as well. Steve is so fucking face down in the dirt. But he looks like a fucking dead bird. Ugh. Alright, one more rest. Oh, this way station is so convenient. I'm sure the innkeep is not, like, super happy. I mean, in the world of Kenshi, there's probably a lot of, like, cleaning up blood off of the beds. But Steve has absolutely been soaking this bed with blood. It may not look it because of, like, probably Australian censorship laws. This is set in Australia, of course. It's the same shape and everything. But, you know, every time he's came here, he's been just covered in wounds, right? So, this matted straw is probably the 5th one they've brought in. The wood itself forever tarnished. The metal rusting, not from the moisture in the air, but the moisture in his hemoglobin. Alright, Tora. The rest of the band and the bones. Leave! I will not leave. Big Steve refuses bigly. Mama didn't raise no quitter. I didn't hear no bell. We're gonna chop these Band of Bones members up until Tora shows herself, and we will chop her up. Nice cross counter, Steve. Well done. And the follow-up swing. And the baseball swing, the Shecker going flying. Got a little bit damaged. Matters not. Oh, there's Tora. She's ignoring me. That's fine. If she chooses to ignore me, then that's her problem. Here we go. A worthy fight. A warrior of equal caliber. Though she has the unfortunate weakness of wearing clothes. Is something Steve will teach her not to. In a purely platonic and not weird way. Steve is a nudist, okay? Just is what it is. Steve's really fucking up her left arm. Which, unfortunately isn't really, like, necessary for her fighting. Though it has lowered her, strength and dex by a lot. So it is doing something. There we go. A headshot is a good shot. That is a vital body part. Say Steve's making progress. He hasn't even really gotten that injured so far. Come on, Steve. There we go. And another one. And another one. Nice exchange. He's coming out on top. The injuries are mounting on Tora. Oh, that one slipped right past. Steve's also slowing down a little bit, but not quite as much. Oh god, Tora called for backup. Cowardice. That's fine. Steve's no stranger to fighting tons of dudes at once. I mean that in a totally platonic way. No implications there. Tora's confused. She's trying to close the gap, but her brain's been fried by numerous instances of blunt force trauma. Oh, the pain. Oh, Steve's down. Dude, he came so close this time. There's so many band of bones, guys. We're just in comas now. Go on, Steve. Heal up. I think one more attempt is all it's gonna take. I mean, I thought that before, but this time for sure. This might be the 6th time. Oh god, Tor. They know. They saw his fucking lumbering form in the horizon. Like, oh, let's get this over with. Well, that's one down. That dude's comatose forever now. Another one is not going to be comatose, but will be down for quite some time. Another one's down. They have not recovered from their injuries nearly as much as me, you can tell. They've gotten some sort of nerve damage as well. From the injuries to their spine. Look, Steve will take it. It's just like slightly offsets their numbers advantage. Nice stuff. Steve got counter baseball swung. It's fine though. He's tough. He is taking a little bit too much damage in my opinion. Before the like main course. That is fine. Alright, great. Got a recovery coma person. No, you don't. No first aiding for you. You will fight Big Steve, and you will lose. Your crippled buddy can first aid you. Where's Tora? She didn't, like, fall to her injuries, did she? No, there she is. You can tell by her floppy arm. She's standing in a very dramatic fashion, which Steve can appreciate, but he does not respect. Oh, is she giving up? She's realized the futility of trying to fight Steve. Her gang is in shambles. So is she. That is fine. Steve will put her out of her misery. Parentheses, put her into jail. The opposite of putting her out of her misery. Oh. Dude, we got sucker punched by Hunger Bandits. It's so sad. Well, that was quite something. Quite the adventure. It was not quite as far away from Squin as Steve would like. But it was some good fighting, some good scrapping. We head to the trader shop real quick. Oh, what? The Shikinum? Inaudible sounds? Rog? Glug glug glug? What the hell's going on in there? I've never seen that before. Alright, bountyman. Take this bounty. 10,000 cats, hard earned. Honestly, I think I'm in the red on that one, just because I had to buy a new weapon. And betting for like 10 million times. But that is fine. We will rest, and we will think about our next plans in the future. If the red sabers go this horribly, this might be not the winning strategy. Just because there's so many blood spiders in the swamp. Not sure if there's like a safer meta we could go for. Maybe the Black Dragon Ninjas? Perhaps? Though they do have bows. Steve will ponder these possibilities next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.